So here's an interesting one, and I wish I could say that we never would have seen this coming. I wish I was able to say something like, oh my god, really? But like, then I stop and I think about it, and yeah, I guess I saw this coming from a mile away. Okay, so look at this. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about this article right here, and just like, wow. There are some things that shock me that we need to talk about them. In fact, let's move me over here real quick. We'll move me over and up, okay? And then we'll go down and we'll look at this. Check this out. Gamers are debating whether or not teabagging players is sexual assault. So as for as long as they're... And of course, this article will be in the section below. You know that. It's in the description. But basically it says for as long as there's been a crouch option in multiplayer games, teabagging has existed. We all know what that is. We all know what that is. And this is just kind of crazy, but like, okay, so check out this. There's these couple tweets here that are like, yep, and then we get into games where people think it's okay to teabag and that it's funny when really it's sexual assault. We live in a gross world. I just want to help beautify it. Oh, okay. And then it basically goes on to be like, if teabagging is sexual assault, then I'm a repeat sex offender. And then this person says, he's laughing his ass off, only for this person to come in with, I mean, it is sexual assault. If I do not consent and someone rubs their genitals on my face, that's sexual assault. I wouldn't be proud of being a repeat offender. You may think it's funny. It's just a video game. Well, I grew up with a large crowd of boys who did this for fun all the time to other people in real life, and it's not funny, it's disgusting. For that to be literally followed up by a bunch of, wow, imagine defending sexual assault right when someone, and then opens up about being, and then it just goes on, and of course you understand exactly where this goes, into the cesspool of argument that it creates. You already know this, but is this really where we are now? Look, here's the thing. I'm sorry if it offends you. And I'm sorry if terrible things happened in your life. And I'm sorry that you hung out with, like, a group of boys that did that shit in real life. That's a crime. That's a crime. There is a difference. There is a huge, huge difference. Huge difference. See, here's the thing. If we go down this route, and I get it. I get it. If you have been assaulted in a certain way, it causes a form of PSTD or whatever, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it can bring up these knee-jerk reactions to things when you see things that even come close to it. I understand that. But if we allow ourselves to go down this road, Mortal Kombat is murder. It's murder. It is two people, consenting or not, getting into a street brawl that then leads to somebody's death. And I may have consented to fight you in said video game, but I didn't consent that you would do a fatality. Right? And going on from that, Halo is actual war and should be taken very seriously. If we take the acts in entertainment to be at 100% face value, that you do it in the game, you've done it in real life, that is a slope we should not go down. It is not sexual assault. It is not even close. Now, if you take that act into real life and you do that to somebody, you deserve everything that you get in real life for having done it. Because at that point, we're not playing a game anymore. Now we've entered crime territory. I'm not going to sit here and argue something to the idea, how do I put this? I am not one of those people that you can tell, to me, video games cause violence. If you do said acts in a video game, you're more prone to do bullshit. Bullshit. If that were true, I would be a terrible, terrible person. I mean, I played Star Wars and played the bad guys. I never did any of that crap for real. And now we're getting into the argument, well, you don't have a lightsaber. You can't do that stuff for real. That's a fantasy thing. And we separate fantasy and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. You know, I've played an awful lot of fighting games, and I have actually fought. I have fought both in a sports sense and I fought in real life. And never once were either of those two things influenced by video games. I have shot hundreds of guns in video games. Killed hundreds of people in video games. And never once have I ever stepped over a line where I have hurt somebody even a third as significant as I have in a video game, because it's not the same. I'm not saying we shouldn't monitor age groups. Yes, there are certain things that if you're exposed to at a young age, they have an effect on you. But this is ridiculous. And if you are offended by this, on a level like this, then there's something else going on. There is a deeper reason that you are so offended, and it's not video games, and it's not that we live in a disgusting world because video games have allowed such. This is just a stupid thing. It's literally just a stupid thing, and it's been going on for as long as I can possibly remember, and it will continue to go on for as long as we are a thing. I don't see this kind of thing going away. Literally ever. Literally ever, ever. Because it's just the way it is. It's just like people that play fighting games and then trap you in a corner. It's not very sportsmanship-like. Should they automatically be bound? Should they be banned forever because they've done a thing like that, and no more for them? No more games ever for them? If they're so much better than you and they're basically fighting. They're basically, how do I put this? If they're 1,000 times better than you at said fighting game, and then you choose to fight them, and then because you chose to fight them, you get your ass kicked, and they're basically fighting below their weight level, should they be held accountable for said actions? I'm just saying these things are not the same. These things are not the same. If in real life I walk onto the street, I put on boxing gloves, and I start punching another random person, I have then committed a crime. Because if the other person is not ready to fight me and not willing to fight me, and first off, we're in the middle of the street, that's a crime. If I'm in a game like Grand Theft Auto or Mortal Kombat and I'm playing the Conquest mode from Deception, and I walk up and I punch the dude and he falls over, and it's like just this weird, funny gaming moment, because it is. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. At all. So many choice games would have a very different thing at that point. If we played any BioWare game, if we played anything that was like that and we made evil decisions, we should just finish the game and go to jail. Because if we've done it in the game, obviously it's a crime in real life. It's not. It's not. It's not even close. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe that our level of arguing has gotten... People are so butthurt. This is ridiculous. We're done talking about it. This is not a crime. It's not a thing. It's not sex. This is stupid. Calm the fuck down. Later on.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.